Hello, this is High Templar with my new Total War Warhammer DLC analysis video. Today we are getting new patch from Creative Assembly. This tweet we have received just a few hours ago, showing us the link to the new page. So let's review this content. I already reviewed it, so I will make a short analysis of it and point out some interesting things. Firstly, we have obviously new factions with the new leaders like Skarsnik, Belegar and Vurzak. We also have some mutinous Gits in the Karak 8 peaks and new regiments of renown for Greenskins and Dwarves. At the same time, Chaos roster was expanded by 3 units: Aspiring Champions, Marauders, Horsemasters and Feral Manticores. If you want to have details on that, those will be in my Vurzak stream analysis video that I released like 4 days ago, and this actually includes all of those units with the stats and analysis. Also, what is very interesting, that Manticore mounts would be available for all Chaos Sorcerers heroes right now, which is very cool indeed. Some update for new features will be that AI Control, Empire, Vampire Crowns, all those factions will have access to the Regiments of Renown. And this is whether you have Grim and Grave and King and the Warlord DLCs or not. So if you don't have those DLCs, those factions will have Regiments of Renown, but not you. Also, Dwarf Master Engineers will have entrenchment ability right now, which will pinpoint the target unit in place, but will increase their armor-piercing missile damage and physical resistance, which is very interesting indeed, and we might see more of the Dwarven Master Engineers soon. Also, the front-end campaign UI was updated to cover for the new factions basically. Then we have campaign, and the campaign is mostly some fixes for quests not working or some cosmetics, tooltips and so on. Not really something interesting for us. We have some improved for battle. We have some improved animations also, and we do have some bug fixes that disallowed previously some casters. For example, to cast magic missile spells were riding corpse cards. That was also, there was a similar bug for the Beastman chariots. I wonder if that was also fixed. Maybe not. We shall have to see. Some UI, some throwing axes have now projectiles, some animations. Not really that interesting. For other, we have some minor some cursor fixes, some VFX fixes, not really interesting. General balancing, yeah, this is the most important thing. This is basically, now we are starting with the Creative Assembly Balancing Act, which we are waiting impatiently for quite some time, because we want some things to be fixed badly. So slightly improve the mechanics and strength of Frenzy. That would be very interesting, because some of the Frenzy units were a bit overpowered, not all of them obviously, but some of them were a bit overpowered, and it would be interesting to see them. Also increase the global healing cap. That is very interesting. The global healing cap being at 60% before, it was raised maybe to 75, maybe to 80. That is actually interesting move, but at the same time they tweaked custom battle selectable abilities, so potions and costs. That is huge, basically, both of these things. That means heroes with healing potions will be again more viable, so you would see more Thanes and Paladins and everything that was slightly less used so before. And this is going into the bad direction, so there will be more. Invocation of Mehek will be more powerful again. That's not going into the right direction in my mind. But maybe we will have some tweaks, some proper tweaks to the potions, costs and strength and similar things like that. That would be very interesting to see. I mean, right now the meta for the multiplayer is pretty much potions, although there is some rock, paper, scissors with some of the units. Really, at this point there is very little reason to bring a legendary lord, because most other lords have healing potions and the general can kill Carfrans very easily, end the battle at full health, and yeah, and basically do this for half price. So that's very bad. You would never see Carfrans or Balthazar Geld, you won't see them in the multiplayer, and that was pretty, I think that was pretty bad. So we have something, Crown of Domination, Hold the Line improved, that is fine. Hold the Line was underpowered a lot. And then we have new targeting system for the Night Goblin Fanatics. I already showed you in my previous videos how this works, and that actually makes the Night Goblin Fanatics much more powerful and yeah, much more interesting to use. Maybe we will see them. Now for the unit balancing for the Empire, we have some reduced armor for Archrector and Carfrans. Spearmen got nerfed. All the spears -2 melee attack, and usual greatsword nerf. I mean, we've seen greatsword nerfs from the very beginning because they were very overpowered. Maybe now they will be balanced finally, because this is actually pretty big debuff this time. We have -5 armor, -2 charge bonus, which is not as much, but we also have -1 bonus infantry and -1 and -3 HP. This is -3 HP per unit, per model, not per unit but per model. So that is, all of those combined might be just a thing that will be putting great swords as one of the units, not the infantry unit that you are bringing. Then it would seem that the Creative Assembly is watching Hair of Carthage channel very closely, because we are getting massive boost to Chaos Warriors, and this is much necessary boost. We are getting all the Chaos Lords for -50 cost, and also for the Manticore and Dragon +6 melee attack. We are getting Sorcerer's Lord, decreased cost by 100 and increased damage and armor piercing damage. That is also very interesting to see. And also for the Manticore and Dragon, additional melee defense and HP. Also for the Manticore we are getting some missile resistance, which is, you know, useful. Archeon and Kolek getting +100 HP, which is also very nice, but Kolek is getting also +20 armor and interrupt ignore chance. So I don't really know where this is coming from, because Archeon was much less used in the multiplayer battles than Kolek, because Kolek is just super cool. And you don't really want to put everything in one basket. Having Archeon as your single lord and spellcaster was a bit dangerous, especially in the multiplayer when people know how to use it. So this boost for Kolek would make many people that are playing Chaos Warriors very happy. +20 armor is actually quite big. Then we have Exalted Hero with Manticore, some additional missile resistance and melee attack, which is very nice, and plus morale for all Exalted Heroes. Would it make them actually able to stand against the captains of the Empire? Absolutely not. Empire captains and all other heroes that do have access to healing potions will wreck those guys anyhow, and for cheaper and for less price. So basically the Exalted Hero is only to be used against flying monsters like Terrorgeist, which this guy will just kill and have some health to spare for, basically for less money. So this is the only way you would use him right now. Unless this guy is getting healing potions, then things will be interesting. We are getting Marauders +2 morale, and Marauders with great weapons with decreased attack interval. This is something we will be waiting for, because Marauders with great weapons were very much underpowered because of their large attack interval. Now they will be cost effective finally. I mean, I am hoping it is not like 1/20th of a second, but something more. Then we have Marauder Horsemen with javelins, decreased cost by 100, and that is actually quite big, but also decreased melee attack and charge bonus, and HP for each unit. This is 60 units for HP, that's 240 less HP. But at the same time, +5 range is a nice addition. You would use those guys more as you would use missile cav, not like a hybrid cav, which is okay. I mean, for -100 cost, this is something very useful. Throwing axes, maybe we will see javelins being used again in the multiplayer. Normally, just people would get throwing axes because they were all around better. The throwing axes now cost 25 less, and they have +5 range, which is always a welcomed addition. Then we have Chaos Warrior cost for all Chaos Warriors -25 and +2 HP, which is massive. Maybe, just maybe, those guys will start to be more cost effective. I mean, I don't really like them being decreased in cost. I would have them rather be basically buffed, because I mean more than 2 HP, just more buffed, because Chaos Warriors are supposed to be those rare, expensive units like in tabletop. Those guys just not grow on trees. So expensive and powerful. That's how those guys are supposed to be, and the Chosen supposed to be even more powerful. So I would see those guys on the same level of strength as Greatswords. Maybe, just maybe, this time though we will start using, and I know I will start using Chaos Warriors just after the patch because of that. Then we have Chosen with halberds and great weapons, decreased cost by 50, and at the same time Chosen with halberds, decreased interval, attack in interval, which is very, very powerful indeed. Warhounds got +2 speed, +3 melee defense, plus mass and -25 cost, which is massive. And normal Warhounds, I mean not poison ones, additional -25 cost. So the Chaos Warhounds even more powerful, and Dragon Ogre Shadows +20 armor and Dragon Ogres +10 armor. Yes, Dragon Ogres and Dragon Ogre Shadows were very underpowered in multiplayer, and we want to have them buffed. Also, since I'm playing Chaos Warriors campaign for collect, all those things makes me happy basically. Right, so let's go to the greenskins. Greenskins have Goblin Wolf Riders, -4 HP, -1 AP damage and -mass. A strange move, because Goblin Wolf Riders weren't as powerful before, but actually I did use them in multiplayer a lot, so maybe many people use them in multiplayer a lot. They are fast, they are useful. Yes, their morale are very bad and they would break fast, but if used correctly, those guys will do they will earn their cost basically. So getting them down is something I might not like, but might make sense. However, -4 HP and -mass, I don't know, this is quite big. Also, on all Goblin Wolves included mounts and chariots, these are mounts and chariots -2 speed, yeah, okay. Or Boar Boy Beagons -4 HP. As a greenskin fan, I say I don't like it, but it also makes sense because, yeah, those guys wreck everything. Beastmen, again, the same thing, we have additional speed and mass and decreased costs, and for the Warhounds without poison also decreased costs by another 25 to the total of 50. Angor Herd, +2 AP damage, very nice indeed, those guys were slightly underpowered. And Urgor Spearmen have decreased bonus versus large. That actually makes sense because those spearmen were very useful and used in the multiplayer a lot. Centigrade throwing access +5 range. Well, I do hope they actually fix their problem with moving and shooting. The Cygor -5 morale is okay, I guess. He is expensive, so I don't know. Vampire counts. Direwolf increased mast, okay. Fail bats. Projectile collision size, making them easier to be hit. That actually makes sense. Graveguards include Starman's minus charge bonus and bonus versus infantry. Yes, very much so. Terror guys +10 HP damage and +5 damage and plus hit reaction immunity. That's interesting. Buffing terror guys. Yes, this unit was weak, but it was used for causing fear. However, that was very expensive tool. Now we might see more terror guys, and this is a welcomed addition, I believe. Hex Rise +6 HP. Yes, very much so. Please do buff them because for their cost, they are really bad. I mean, they are good, but very expensive, basically. Black Coach -100 MP, cause that would not fix Black Coach, people would still not use it, in my opinion. And finally, Blood Knights. Blood Knights were nerfed. Bonus versus large -2. Down from 24 to 22. Yeah, that's okay. +2 MD, but -4 MA. And -2 charge bonus. That is all in all nerf. I do like Blood Knights, but they were overpowered, and yes, that is something that would make sense. For the dwarves, we have Artillery Crews +3 MA, which won't change anything, and Iron Drakes right now, all of them remove 2 seconds pump animation to shorten time between fire. This is very much needed, especially since we are getting new Iron Drakes with the Regiments of Renown. And finally, Bretonia -50 to mass, -6 to charge bonus for Pegasus Knights. Yes, very much indeed, the Pegasus Knights were very powerful, and they were used in every Bretonian army, and basically they were the meta. So that is it, pretty much. I hope you like it. If you did, press like, comment if you will, and see my other DLC analysis videos, my DLC speculation videos, and my mechanics videos, but also my Let's Plays. Thank you for watching, and see you later.